Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Robin's Fanatics TV with me, AJ, and doing a vlog from yesterday's final match of the league season for Carshalton Athletic, and nice local derby between Carshalton Athletic versus Dulwich Hamlet. Before the standings, the league table, Robins were down in 7th, having just missed out on the playoffs, and Dulwich Hamlet are down in 18th, having only just missed out on relegation. Last results for both clubs. Obviously, Carshalton went down to the fantastic dripping pan Lewis and got two late goals to register a 3-1 win down there. And Dulwich Hamlet themselves got a last minute penalty to beat Canvey Island 2-1, which cemented their status in the Isthmian Premier Division. As for team changes, well, there was 3 changes from Friday's game. Aaron Watkins returned in goal from Foley Mackenzie. Michael Dada returned from his suspension in place of Mason Saunders Henry, and Tommy Bradford came in for one of our goal scorers on Friday, Nabil Garnham. So going into this game, Dulwich, it would have been a nothing game really. It could have been a lot more if Dulwich hadn't got that last minute equaliser on Saturday. But just local derby. Hopefully we can just be a good game. As it turned out to be a fantastic game, especially if you're a Robin, not so much a Dulwich fan. Robins were sort of looking to get some payback from the match on Boxing Day at Champion Hill when Dulwich Hamlet beat us 1-0. Carshalton sort of looked to turn things around in this home fixture, and boy did we do that. We did that in some style. I think one of the best performances of the season. The game itself, I'll go for a brief recap. Carshalton dominated the game from right from the start, right from the off. It looked like they pushed Dulwich way back, and Dulwich was struggling to handle good crosses coming through from both sides. But eventually, on the 30th minute, the Robins took the lead. There was a bit of a mishap from a Dulwich defender, and Fabio Saravia won the ball off him, fed the ball to his left-hand foot, and fired it home into the bottom corner to make it 1-0 to the Robins. It was deserved. Dulwich hadn't offered much up till then, and then we were dominating this game. 8 minutes later, David Smith made it 2-0 to the Robins. A lovely pass across the goal from Sharon Finney, and he was in the right place to poke it home past the diving keeper to make it 2-0 to the Robins. They got better 4 minutes later. David Smith again on the score sheet for his second of the game. A lovely cross from Abdul Sanko from the left hand side found David Smith in the box, and he fired it past the keeper to make it 3-0 to the Robins. And 42 minutes, 3-0 to the Robins. Didn't really see that one coming, but it could have been 4-0 at the break. A couple of minutes into stoppage time, Carshalton were given a penalty. David Smith stood up to try and get his hat-trick, and he fired the penalty, but the keeper guessed right and saved it. The ball did find a rebound to a Carshalton player, but he couldn't get out of his feet, and the chance was gone. But that was good enough. Come half time, it was Carshalton Athletic 3, Dulwich Hamlet 0. After a really dominant first half from the Robins. So the second half pretty much carried on in the same vein really. Within 5 minutes of it was 4-0 to the Robins. Dylan Pape with an absolute screamer from 25 yards. The centre back just come forward and just fired in a speculative shot from about 30 yards, and it beat the keeper hands down to give the Robins a 4-0 lead. Fantastic shot. Why he was up that far, but it was good. He was in the right place, and he hit the sweet spot, and the keeper stood no chance. And Carshalton carries on. As the game got on, I think both teams were getting a little bit tired. I mean, Dulwich would just run off their feet because Carshalton had the upper hand on the whole game. So on 83rd minute, it was 5-0 to the Robins. Fabio Saravia cross was headed home by Mason Saunders Henry, and yeah, to give a commanding scoreline and a deserved scoreline for the Robins. Right at the death, David Breman did pull one back for Dulwich Hamlet to give them something to come away from this game. He cut inside and fired home in the 92nd minute to make it 5-1, but it was the comeback was never going to be on, and that's how it stayed. Overall, my view, I mean, that was I did put a bit of a cheeky bet on. I did put Carshalton to win 4-0 on one of my betting apps, and yeah, so when it comes to 4-0, I thought I'd better cash out because I thought there was more goals in this one, and I was right. But yeah, I mean, it was very, very one-sided. I mean, Carshalton had so many good chances. You know, we just had them on the rack the whole 90 minutes. Dulwich couldn't do anything with them. I think they had a couple of speculative shots, and I think they maybe had a penalty call. But apart from that, I mean, Carshalton did have a good penalty call in the second half. I forget who it was. It was completely toppled in the area, but the referee waved play on and it wasn't given. So it seems a bit harsh, but yeah. But and I think we had to make a sub right near the end because our Michael Dada got picked up a bit of a knock, but the only fit player we had on the bench was Foley McKenzie, the goalkeeper. So we put on a red kit and came on and played as a temporary striker for the rest of the game. I don't think the Dulwich bench liked that too much, and there was a bit of a tete-a-tete, shall we say, after the game, and yeah, Pete was yeah, quite wild about some comments that were given that way. But you know, I mean, we had Quaker on a bit, but he wasn't fit to play, and so he was the only option. So 5-0 up, you know. Bit cheeky, I know, but yeah, it was funny. Yeah, about 5. I think he had about 5 touches of the ball, and did lay in one good pass, but yeah, but yeah, it's just a brilliant, fantastic way to end the home campaign for the Robins. I mean, especially after the disappointing result at home to Horsham, when we sort of got comprehensively beaten there. But the last 2 results since then. Yeah, been fantastic. A really good 3-1 win down at Lewis, and a 5-1 victory over Dulwich Hamlet, which were probably at the beginning of the season one of the front runners to either win it or at least be in the playoffs. But to see them struggling all season, I think they were in their 3rd manager this season. I mean, it's a weird one because they get good crowds. They still get over 2,500. They've sold out 3,333 a few times. The money's there. But just the team, it's just, yeah, it's a strange one. I don't quite get it. I mean, Dulwich Hamlet with what they've got, they should be not finishing 5th from bottom in the league, seriously. But that is what it is, and you know, but the support has pretty much sort of still been there for them, which is good. But I must admit, I think we didn't touch 1,000 yesterday though, which I think was a bit of a surprise. I thought we'd clearly answered that. I think Dulwich did have a really good support behind the goal, but I suppose with the way the teams played, they've had a lot of the sort of like, oh, what's the point of going there? You know, after their recent performances and scrapping for relegation for half a season. So 818, I think it was. Yeah, still a good attendance, but I must admit I did expect us to be at least 1,200. But there you go, it was still good. It was a lovely sunny day as well. But yeah, so yeah, good, fantastic performance. Had them on the ropes from the first minute right up to the 90th minute, and thoroughly deserved it. The scoreline doesn't flatter us. I mean, honestly, we probably could have had 6 or 7 if I'm being honest. The keeper did put off a couple of saves, and there were some good chances sort of not taken. But yes, you know, it was good. So yeah, that's it. That's the last home game for the Robins now this season. So we've got 1 game left. Next week we are away to Dartford, which you think, oh well, Carshalton got nothing to play for. Dartford have. They can still win the league if they win. Even if they get a point and other results go their way, they can win the league. So that's not just one of your run-of-the-mill end of season games. Just play it out because the holidays have started. No, that's definitely something to play for because the top 3 are all tied on 84 points. Dartford, Billericay, and Horsham. So next week is going to be. I mean, it's going to be a real good real good game down there. I think. I mean, Carshalton are going to have to be at their best. I mean, hopefully we're party poopers. I hope so. I think the last game of the season, I think Robins looks like we're already going to have a really good support going there. Last away game, so yeah, looking forward to that very much. So yeah, yeah, that's it from me. All that's left for me to say is a big thank you to all the people that all the viewers that still watch my home vlogs. I know I've said this before, my home vlogs, it's just me talking about it, maybe occasionally sneak in the odd highlight, but yeah, I mean, and they still get good numbers and get a lot of people watching them. So yeah, thank you. You know, bespectacled, flat hat cap wearing non-league football supporter talking about football, and still gets a lot of views. So that's great. Thank you all for still watching these, and I will be doing them again for next season. But this season's not over yet. We've still got a couple of things to go for. I've still got at least 2 games. Obviously, we've got Dartford in their last league game next Saturday, and then we're still waiting on a date for the Surrey Senior Cup semi-final against Dorking Wanderers, which is bit tricky at the moment because they're still involved in a championship / playoff berth in the National South, and so it was originally supposed to be next Monday, but I don't think that's going to happen unless Dorking win the league, which they can do. You know, it might happen then, but yeah, so that's that. And yeah, I'll probably do 1 or 2 more games before the end of the season. So yeah, so that's it from me. Again, thank you everyone for watching these home vlogs. I wish I could do them at Colston Avenue, but unfortunately that situation's never going to change. So you know, but I mean, you don't mind me just sitting here rabbiting on about Carshalton Athletic for sort of 10-15 minutes, I'll carry on doing these at home. And yeah, but of course my away vlogs will be from the grounds. So yeah, that's it from me, AJ. Thanks for watching, and I will be back Saturday for the Dartford game, and we'll see how it goes. I might even see a trophy lift, who knows. But yeah, hopefully Carshalton can be party poopers on that one and just finish the season, you know, with a victory. That's what our fans deserve. So yeah, okay, thanks for watching, and until I see you again, arrivederci.